This week on Sunday Discussions, we're going to talk about Steam and other digital online libraries whilst playing a game of F1 2013, which, as it turns out, I'm not too good at this evening. Enjoy. I decided to set myself the easy challenge of trying not to finish last in this game that I've not picked up for a long time. To be more precise, a day after I purchased it a couple of years ago. I've lost connection to the server there, even though I happen to be playing offline. So this game, like I say, I purchased I think for about £10 with all the DLC a couple of years back. The Steam sale is where we're going to start off. Now, lots of people use the Steam sale all over the world. It's heralded as some sort of international holiday now, where people come with their wallets to spend all of the monies. Steam sales are possibly the only way you can purchase AAA games at a cut price these days. If you go into a supermarket, you'll find they're on a rotation. They'll have all their AAA games out for full, if not more than full price, and then a few months later they'll have the next set of brand new games out for full price. If you're ever likely to find a game that's been out for more than a couple of months in one of these, it's likely to be pre-owned or still at a similar price. FIFA 16, for example, has been out over a year now with the new one coming out. However, if I walk down to the local supermarket, it's still £35. A few years ago, if you walked into a shop looking for a game that had not long been out for a very good deal, you would be able to walk in and see the games for between £10 and £20 in the clearance sections, or on 2 for £30 offers and the ilk. That is no longer a thing. With the emergence of Steam and digital outlets, you'll find most modern PCs don't even stock a CD drive as standard. Could this be a bad thing then for the games industry, having things such as Steam sales, where Steam effectively holds consumers over a barrel, forcing them to wait for this point in the year, spend all of their money and get their games that way? It's an interesting conundrum, because you have to remember that consumer markets are usually regulated. You've got utilities or grocery shops. There are laws in place that mean that they have to have some sort of competition to try and fight for the consumer, for a fair deal. Steam does not have this competition. There are maybe a few small gaming store digital outlets. You look at the likes of Origin and Good Old Games, but they are not the same size as Steam. Effectively, they can set their own prices to be held above, and there's nothing really you can do about it. There is no competition for them to lower their prices over time. Games that are lower in price are likely to be very old or very glitchy and bugged, such as the recent Batman game that came out. I can't remember, Arkham Knight, the new one. You'll see that price has declined very, very quickly, whereas Grand Theft Auto 5 has been out for a similar time. The price is still £40 as standard. So, another negative connotation against digital media opposed to physical copies. If you think about it, Steam is owned. It is a company. If that company goes bust, if it is bought out, if the servers crash and you lose your game from your PC or want to install another one, that's tough. You have lost your game. There is no way to get that game back. Everything is run through Steam, and when you look at companies now who are forced into publishing their game through Steam, think of the domino effect that could have on everywhere else. We're relying on Steam is the pillar that is holding up all these developers, all these consumers. That is one outlet that everything is relying on staying okay, staying online, staying all fine. That is a huge problem. If you have a physical copy of software or a game and you lose it off your computer, it needs reinstalling, that's fine. All you do, you open a disk drive, put the disk in, and reinstall. Even years and years after a company has gone bust or the software has come out, it doesn't matter. You can just put the disk straight back in the computer, play the game. If Steam goes bust, and that's the only way that you have got access to your software, if you cannot get onto their servers and you want to reinstall that game, there is no way around that. That's it. You've purchased that product through Steam, you've lost the access to Steam, that you've lost your software. So for those of you who have 200, 300, 400 pieces of software through Steam, you're putting a lot of faith in that one organisation. As you can see, my driving is almost as awful as I expected from the start, and in this first race for a long time. It seems I've finished 20th with penalties. However, with those 30 seconds added on, I have finished ahead of someone else. Some say lucky, I say skill. I'll see you next week.